So this wine I have here in front of me is our 2020 Estate Rosé. So it's called Estate because it's grown right here in the Grace Hill Vineyard. This is 100% Chambourcin. Comes from our Second Son block in the Grace Hill Vineyard. It's called Second Son because our founder Dave is also a second son. And he's always had a bit of a chip on his shoulder about that. He always thought that his big brother maybe got a little more attention, a little more praise when he did stuff right. So he always felt a little underappreciated. And so that when we had a block in the vineyard we had planted right after a previous year, we had planted a different block of Chambourcin. And so he didn't think this one quite got as much attention, as much love as he thought it probably deserved out there in the vineyard. So we named it the Second Son block of our vineyard there. So this one is kind of an interesting story. So it's 100% Chambourcin, so it's a red grape. And the difference between your red and your rosé is that your red grape will, they all come from the same grapes, but your rosé will have been picked, crushed, pressed, and into a tank all in one day. And that's how it keeps the kind of the light color. Also how it has a little bit less body, a little bit less tannin, that kind of grip you get when you drink wine. That's tannin in there. And so when it doesn't sit on the seeds and the stems for a couple of days, it doesn't really pick up the tannin. If we were going to make a red wine out of this, we would crush it, press it, and then leave it on those skins and those stems and those seeds for a couple of days actually, and that's where it picks up the color and the tannin from. So this one, picked, crushed, pressed into a tank all in one day. This one, usually in the past we've always done our rosés in strictly in stainless steel, but when we were doing some wine for the Wandering Vine up there in Kansas City, they wanted to age a rosé in oak barrels, and we thought that was crazy. We'd never tried any oak barreled rosé before, didn't really understand it. But they insisted on it, so we went ahead and we tried it. We did it in neutral oak barrels, so basically ones that have had wine in them before, so they're not really giving off any oak flavor at that point, but they do add a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of mouthfeel from there. And so when we did that for the Wandering Vine, it turned out awesome. We were like, dang, that's probably pretty good. We probably have to try that ourselves now. So that is what we did with this one. So this one was in a stainless steel tank and then was moved to a neutral oak barrel for a couple of months. And it does really give it a little bit more mouthfeel, a little bit of creaminess in there that kind of rounds out the back end of it here. But this one, really nice, light, refreshing, really fun rosé to drink. So cheers.